Hi, Amy Van Arsdale here, once again interviewing a very interesting person here in Westport. I'm with John Gasidlo. He is a will, estate, and probate attorney. And I'd like to welcome you, John. How are you today?
I am fine. Good morning.
Thanks for having me here. I'm fascinated
Okay.
by what you do because I have to tell you, I'm 50 years old, I have 4 children, and I want to know what I have in my home and what I have signed in the past. And my first question for you is, what sets you apart from other will and trust attorneys in town?
Well, there's 3 things. Number 1, I spend the first half hour free to the client to explain living wills, and trusts, to give them options and to lay the framework for what we're going to do together. Number 2, surprisingly, a lot of people don't know what they want to do with their property and their money or how they should do it.
Right.
So rather than telling them what they should do, like other people are telling them,
Right.
I give them concrete examples of what other people have done to sort of guide them to reach a point where they're doing exactly what they want to do. Number 3, and I think most importantly, I do a draft of the documents and I yellow highlight the important stuff. That is, who I'm leaving everything to, what happens if that person dies first, who my executor is, who's the backup is, what happened if the kids are minors when they inherit. I want to provide for college, yet provide their support until they get into college. I do that so they don't have to sift through all the legalese. They know exactly what's important. So when they sign their original, I make a copy which is also yellow highlighted. So that when they go to look at their will or trust, they can say, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
They only have to look at a few pages.
Very important because it's very overwhelming, especially the wording and the verbiage. But if I want to get a divorce, is my will still good?
That depends. If you signed your will before 1997, it's no longer good.
Really?
Yeah, and you have to do a new will. I would recommend a living trust anyways, but you have to at least do a new will. If you signed your will after January 1, 1997, your will's still good, but any reference to your ex is immediately crossed out. So if you named your ex as executor, they're no longer executor. If you left everything first to the ex and then to the kids, ex gets nothing, goes directly to the kids.
Why do you like wills so much? Or
Trust?
trust so much. I'm sorry, yes, trust.
Well, because you don't have to go through all the paperwork involved in the probate court process. We now have 50 pages of probate court rules. You don't have to hire a lawyer to go through probate, okay? You don't have to wait a year or 2 for probate court approval. You can disperse the money in a month if you want to. You don't have to open up an executor's bank account, and you don't have to prove to the court where all the money went.
So someone like myself with 4 kids, I should have a living trust.
Yes, you should, for a couple of reasons. What many people do is they have a life insurance policy. Okay, so first of all, if you get divorced, you have to take your ex off it, because that has nothing to do with your will or trust. Number 2, you don't want to leave the proceeds to minor children, because if you pass away when they're still minors, you've got an estate and the court forces you to open an estate for each kid. That's a whole lot more money, whole lot more time and expense. And more importantly, you don't want your ex to have any control over the kid's money. So you name a trustee, a sibling, a parent, a friend, because if you just have a will and you die when the kids are minors, he's got custody over the kids and the money. You don't want that.
No, I don't want that. But I have to say, I do want to come and have you look at my paperwork and give me a complimentary visit and tell me what I'm, what would be best for my situation. So I appreciate that.
I'd be happy to do that.